Well, hey folks, listen, I thought I'd try something out that Robbie was talking about on his video this week about doing worst shot singles. I think it's a great idea to work on your game and to see he talked about seeing where your floor is, where you that sets a great idea of how you're gonna play your game. So anyway, I'm gonna do it with a little twist and we're gonna talk about it right after the intro. Okay folks, so the twist is I've got my Mojo riser on my bag here. By the way, you can throw the Mojo riser on any bag. It doesn't have to just be certain bags. But anyway, I'm gonna do it where I'm playing with two of the exact same discs for every shot. So I've got two brand new Bergs. Shout out the Bergs. But then, put this down. Don't have to reach too far. I'm going with, everything else is gonna be a remix bag because I have a bunch of those for my practice stuff. And so I'm going with the Behemoth for my 12 speed. These are 12, 4.5, -1.3. Then I've got my Spartans. This is Sparta. And these are 9.6, -2.1. These are like my Valkyries. And then I've got my Trolls. And these are 7.5, 4.502, basically kind of like a T-bird. And then my mid-ranges, I have the Gladius, which is supposed to be a straight flyer. The numbers are 5, 5, -0.5. So they're supposed to be pretty straight, but these are pretty beefy. These are meat hooks. These are about like a Pyro in MVP Axiom, I think. And then my straight flyers, the torpedoes, are a lot like my Vectors, or Hex, they're just kind of your straight flyers. And I only had one creature, which is like an uplink, so I had to cheat on this, and I've got an uplink. But the numbers for the creature are 5, 5, -3.1, and the uplink are 5, 5, -3, 0.5. So this is just a touch less fade back at the end, but these should be almost identical. So you have to give me a little grace on that. I didn't have two of these, but I love these discs. These are great feeling discs. Full disclosure, I threw one round just to get warmed up and to test these discs because I haven't thrown them in a little while, but now we're ready to go, and so we're gonna play worst disc around George Ward here in Birmingham, Alabama. Let's go have some fun. All right, we're starting on hole number 10 at George Ward because some guys were starting out on the front. It is 9:30 on a Friday morning, woohoo! I've already had a CT scan, so I should be warmed up, but this tee pad is one of the shorter tee pads on the course, so that's why I got you back a little bit, but hopefully this will be all right. Since I'm not fully awake, fully warmed up, I'm gonna go, I can reach it with a putter or mid-range or whatever, but I'm gonna take it easy on this first one. That's hopefully gonna be my mindset throughout this round. Not do too much, but I'm gonna throw the Troll, which is basically a T-bird. I just wanna throw it out in the middle, let it fade back to the basket. Get under the branches, or just smack them. Yeehaw! All right, I can tell I'm just feeling a little drained. So if you'll let me, I'm gonna throw a second one, try to wake the body up. I'm gonna go mid-range because I think I'm kind of being lazy with that T-bird. So, all right, 2 off the first, 4 off the first. All right, going with the torpedo. There's a crosswind coming over here, so I'm just gonna put this out and let it drag across. Oh, and I'm lazy. You see me drop that shoulder, that'll be all right. But come on, Pete, let's wake up. All right, you're back to playing disc golf. You love this. That's better. All right, sometimes you just need a good slap in the face to get going. So let's go have some fun. All right, I compromised. I didn't go with my torpedoes that are right by the basket. I went to the second of the Trolls just to give me a little warm up, try to work on my putt and to wake me up. All right, into the basket. All right, so I guess a little scattered this morning, sorry guys. I should explain. So we're playing worst disc, and wherever that worst disc lands, that's where you're playing your next shot from. And putting, you got to get both of them in or it doesn't count. You have to get 2 from the whatever spot. So say I make the first one and the second one falls out, I've then got to go putt 2 from where that one fell out. And that's when the round is over. So it adds a little tension. I like it. Go watch Robbie C's video this week that he talked about worst disc, because I think it's is it this week or it might have been Thursday? You know, they all blend together last week. But go check out him talking about worst disc, because I think it's a great lesson on figuring out your floor, which is actually more important than your ceiling a lot of times. Because we can have those amazing games that make our ceiling feel like they're way up here, but our normal, where's our floor when we're having a really crappy day, I think is really important. So the scar's healing up. Still trying to figure out some stuff with the belly. Went and saw a doctor yesterday. He feels like there's some air or some other stuff going on in there that we're not sure about, hence the CAT scan today. So hopefully in the next few days I'll figure out what's going on just with my belly. But yeah, at least I'm able to play. But it kind of feels like, if any of y'all have ever had a cracked rib, it feels like I've just healed up from the cracked rib, but every once in a while the rib will remind me that it's been there. It kind of takes my breath away a little bit. So anyway, that's kind of where it's at. Now I'm going to be playing the shortest baskets today because I'm still kind of weak. So I'm going to go basket on the left. Pulled that one a little more. Come on, fight, fight, fight. Yep, I straightened that one out. Straighten the second one out a little bit. Hadn't put juice on a forehand a little bit. That one pulled a little. Like my body, not, yeah, I pulled it and I pulled it. All right, I left a little meat on the bone here. Wind's coming through here. I didn't deserve that one. I actually thought about the wind and putted for the wind. I'm happy about that. I usually forget to do that. So, hey. So I'm gonna use the Gladius, but I think it might be a little too much hyzer playing to the left here. I'm just gonna try to throw it out here and let it skip on around. Might have gone a little long. That's too inside, missed that tree. Already got lucky on that one. The first one I threw nice, and the second one I saw it off, and it just made it through the 2 trees down there. This is interesting. The pressure to throw both shots well is so much better than best disc golf, because you know, you can throw a good one and then you don't even care about the second one. But both shots, there's pressure on every shot. We're going right out here. Short basket is right over the sidewalk. And the sidewalk and the creek are OB. So you can either play for par and just stay over here on the left side, or if you want to go for it, you got to land it very softly. And since I'm playing worst disc, I'm just going to play over to the left side and then play across, because I don't think I can get too, should I go for it? I'll screw it, let's have some fun. And by fun, I mean short arm it and throw it to a safe position. Well, I guess I'm laying up, because that was horrible. Don't you love it when happens a lot of times when you're going to putt and your body just doesn't let you do it? It says, I'm taking over. Such big talk from the PD man. Then throws it 2 feet off the ground. So one of the things that this does, it kind of mimics tournament player, at least league play, where there's pressure on every shot. And you've got to think, which play do I want to go? Do I feel aggressive today, or do I feel like I need to play safe? So here we go. Got one there and one there. I think This one may be a touch longer, but I think that's a scarier shot. Okay, wind's coming this direction. It's gonna want to sit on it. I either want to hit it or not touch the basket at all. I'm gonna try to float this and plop it. Oh. Wow, do you see the wind? Here comes a big gust right as I did that. As I let it go, it just pushed it over. All right. So that's the thing, when you're throwing that anhyzer, this wind wants to just grab it and push. That's one of the reasons why I switched from the birdie to the berg for putting, because it'll at least fight the wind better for those shots. All right, that was a safe chicken hole. I'll admit it. I'm fine with that. Hey, by the way, we've got new baskets set up. Big shout out to Daniel Sellers and Disc Golf Birmingham crew, just working on this course. Great job, guys. Full disclosure, I'm the vice president of Disc Golf Birmingham, which means I don't do crap. Everybody else is so much better at this board than I am. I just kind of sit in there and make sarcastic remarks and inappropriate comments, and that's my job. I told him I don't have any skills for anything beyond vice president, because as soon as I have responsibilities, things are not going to go well. So anyway, so now you know. So I think I'm probably going to break this up into 9 holes, and the 9 holes is a part 2, even if I have the physical fortitude to go play the front 9, because I think it'll be good to break this up just for time, but also in case my doctor comes back and says, yeah, you need to chill out and not do anything and stop playing disc golf again for a little while. It'd be good to have an extra video in the hopper. So yeah, that's my plans for now. All that's subject to change by my memory. By the time I get to the next tee pad, I could have forgotten all that. By the way, playing to the short baskets, I'm so glad I brought this 12 speed that may never come out of my bag until I get to the front 9. This will be a good one to try the creature and the uplink, because it's a straight shot uphill, but this will be a good one for a little hyzer flip. Just put it on hyzer, let it ride up, and then finish to the left. But that's gonna make sure that I stay away from the stuff over here. We're going uphill, so you generally want to throw something flippier when you're throwing uphill. Creature. Yes! Excited about that. As soon as I said creature, I started on a whole Harry Potter thing in my head, and I was literally thinking Harry Potter as I threw that. I mean, I wasn't even thinking about throwing. It happens. Stay in school, kids, and don't have head trauma. It's rarely fortunate. Except for, I think I heard that Meatloaf, the singer Meatloaf, got hit with a shot put, and after he got hit with the shot put, that's when he developed his singing. Now that could be an urban legend, you know, but that could be one of the times that getting smacked in the head helps. Also, don't some people develop foreign languages by getting hit in the head? Man, I could have used that in Thailand. Any of y'all ever been to language school? It ain't that fun. So my last video, Mike Laminack, 250 feet and in. He's better than I am. I'm max distance for a berg for me is about 210 if I really rip it, so good on him. Internet distance. Yeah, I said that, Mike. But see, that shot just is money all day long. I'm so comfortable with that shot. And Robbie even talked about it. That Anheuser approach shot, just, I'm excited to throw it most of the time because I know it's gonna just be right there. Unlike my tee shot that was right in the tree. There's my little creature over there. Got any Harry Potter fans out there? Love me some Harry Potter. I refused to read it at first, and now it's one of my favorites. So, just goes to show we can all change. I think I got a forehand berg this thing. I know, boring. Just a little long. Oh, I'm flattening out a little more. That's too much height. Sit down, don't go in the creek. Poop. I tried to take a little off because I went a little far on the first one. Threw it right in the creek. Hopefully it's dry. You know, it's just surrounded by water, so we can hope. Dang it, I just realized playing worst shot means twice the zooming in editing. I don't know if I like y'all enough to zoom twice. Well, oh, sorry bird. I don't see it yet, but that doesn't mean anything. It's just around the corner. Oh, ooh, 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 look at this. Oh, that's an interesting ruling there. Let's see. That rock is attached here. I think I could probably argue my way out of that. Let's see how I putt, depending on whether I'll take that or not. My channel, my rules. I think that rock saved me. Was not surrounded by water. And that rock had a good that much attached to the bank. I'll say this. Here's how I try to judge it. I would give that to anybody on my card, or if I was having to make a judgment on that, because yeah, you always want to try to give grace where you can, not to the detriment of, you know, screwing somebody else over, but yeah. How about if I miss these putts, so make it all even for everybody? Please tell me the camera got that. I missed it. It was coming over here at such an angle. It caught that nub and just yanked it back over. Okay. Well, there you go. Yep, knew it all the time. Nailed it. That reminded me of, I think it, man, who was it, Jeremy or Nate or somebody was talking, man, I watch a lot of disc golf videos, was talking about, they were discussing the OB, where it fell out or whatever, and they spent a lot of time doing it. And one of them said that they, TD to a tournament said, if you have to spend more than 30 seconds debating over it, then give the benefit to the player. He said the rules were there to speed up play and make it equitable. Equitable for everybody? I think that's the right word. Not to be punitive, you know, just for the sake of being punitive. All right, here's a little tip for you. I don't have a Firebird with me, or something overstable. I could use my mid-range, but I know my 12 speeds. I'm not going to throw them fast enough to engage the 12 speed. So it's gonna fall back to the right. So these, in essence, are like fast Firebirds right now because of the speed I'm gonna throw them. So I can trust they're gonna be overstable. You know, understand the speed of disc and how you can manipulate them. He says, and then he hopes like crazy that he's gonna throw 2 good shots with these. If I throw the crap out of these and they don't work, you'll never even see this. So these should behave a lot like a Firebird because of the speed I'm gonna throw them. That was a little low, but just peeled right to the basket. I told myself to get my, I felt something on the first one. It didn't hit me to that second one. I forgot my wristband. I can't throw any more forehands till I get that elbow brace, because yeah, I knew something was wrong with that throw. But it took the second throw for it to sink in. That's how slow things work for me. It's like something was wrong and I couldn't figure out what it was. Second throw clued me in. Gosh, that hurt a little. That lets me know, yes, I still need it. You know, I was thinking, oh, I've had a good break. Do I need it really? Yeah, I do. That hurts so much that the other one's parked under the basket. So my theory was correct. My form, crap. Ooh, juiced it. Bonk the pole. you know, you always tend to throw the second one better, like stuff like that, second man, but he doesn't count on these, you know, because he's rarely the worst one. Yep, good first shot. First drive right under the basket. Boy, there's pressure on this. That one's down in the basket and just chili dipped out, but look at this. Rolled away to what, 20 feet? All right, let's focus. There's a lot going on around here. My mind is a little distracted. Let's focus in. All right. I locked in on that white spot and just, this is such a mental game, and I'm mental. A little more there, Pete. Can you see, I forgot about I'm trying, if you notice I'm doing this, I think my body is trying to protect my arm and my belly. I totally forgot I wasn't supposed to throw a forehand on that one. Boy, I think you're kind of pointing down. So yeah, just totally forgot about what I said about not throwing hard forehands and just stepped right up and threw hard forehands again without the brace. Wow, I'm good. But at least I'm consistent. Okay, Pete, focus. All right, I'll take it. So I don't know how much the video got what. I just showed up and it had turned off. So both of my drives were okay. The second one, the creature's not as flippy as the uplink, and it ended up coming over here. I think the creature is probably more like the detour maybe. It's not as flippy as the uplink, but landed here. Worst shot. And then I was kind of recreating that. I basically flubbed both putts, just landed right by the basket. Wasn't anything exciting, but I thought at least I'd recreate it if nothing else. It was all inspiring. You should have seen it. Discs were on fire as they crashed the chains. It was phenomenal. Anyway, there you go, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming around with me on this front nine. I'm going to try to do the back after I take a little break, hopefully. But I appreciate you coming around with me. It's such a joy that y'all will spend some time watching this stuff, leaving me comments. And hey, glad to be back out, and I hope to see you out on the course.